Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, honorable ministers from our two countries here present, government officials from our two countries, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me commence by joining my brother, President Chakwera, by thanking you, members of the press, for being with us today. It is always not easy to speak after an eloquent speaker of the likes of my brother, President Chakwera, caliber, but let me briefly add my voice in support of what my brother has said, and maybe add some aspects of other issues here and there. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it was with great honor and pleasure that I received an invitation from my brother, President Chakwera, to visit Malawi for a state visit and to grace the 59th anniversary of the Independence Day of Malawi as the guest of honor. And I underline, as the guest of honor. What an honor. But also, I'm grateful for the kind gesture of bestowing me with the key to the beautiful city of Lilongwe. I'm glad to note that the Independence Day celebrations were also full of fanfare, and we witnessed a friendly and vigorous match between the Young Africans football team playing against Nyasa Big Bullets. So the bullets didn't kill the young ones, and the young ones didn't disturb the bullets. So the match ended up with draw winnings. So the match was a symbolic gesture of sports diplomacy. I hope this momentum of organizing such friendly matches will be kept alive. My visit will have been incomplete without a tour to Kapeni viewpoint to see with my own eyes, and I've seen it, the devastation caused by the tropical cyclone Freddy. The scene is heart-wrenching, really, devastating and appalling. We want to assure you, Mr. President, and the people of Malawi, your grief was our grief, and in Tanzania you will always have a brother for all seasons. Excellency and members of the press, indeed my 3-day visit here has been truly a memorable, and I will always cherish this trip. Thank you for the warm reception and cordial hospitality, and for the delicacies too. I enjoyed the chambo fish, really. All right. All we can get in Tanzania is mbasa, but here I had chambo fish. You made me felt at home at the warm heart of Africa. Zikomo kwa mbili. Tanzania and Malawi historic relations have been built on solid foundation by our founding fathers, the late Mwalimu Julius Nyerere and Dr. Kamuzu Banda. These leaders were not only visionary, but also shared similar Pan-Africanist view of the African liberation movements, and they as well were struggling for global equality, justice systems, and economic emancipation of the African continent. Several leaderships after them, including me and my brother Chakwera, continue to play a pivotal role to ensure these relations are sustained, nurtured, and scaled to greater heights. We'll continue to honor our obligations to provide the right leadership for our countries to grow and grow together. He said it, grow together. We are going to grow together. That's right. And so this visit, among other things, seeking to reaffirm Tanzania's commitment in strengthening these historical and blood ties for the mutual benefit of our two countries and people. It also afforded me an opportunity to hold candid and fruitful discussion with my brother, President Chakwera, on a number of issues of mutual concern, and reiterated our commitment to enhance cooperation in the process of bringing about development in our two countries and people. The areas which have discussed have been very much spoken and very well recorded in the communique, and my brother have mentioned some of them. But let me say that the 5th Joint Permanent Commission for Cooperation, JPCC, was held in Dar es Salaam in October 2022. The discussions were friendly and concerns were mutual. And today we have directed our ministers and the technical teams from the sectors to work in addressing the challenges which have been highlighted in our discussions. We have instructed them to make sure all the pending memorandum of understandings are completed and signed for implementation. On the other hand, we have asked them to carry out midterm review of JPCC decisions. On peace and security, Tanzania and Malawi shared mutual concern for peace and security at regional and global levels. I would like to thank the government of Malawi for the long-standing cooperation in the areas of defense, peace and security, including our participation in the Force Intervention Brigade in the Democratic Republic of Congo and other regional initiatives. We have agreed to continue cooperating in this area to combat terrorism, acts of violent extremism, and other transboundary crimes in the region. On trade and investment, during the discussion, we noted that despite the historic bonds and excellent diplomatic relations, our trade ties do not match with our political relations. So we have both agreed to redouble our efforts by ensuring the joint trade facilitation projects on infrastructure and energy are in place. We both believe that the implementation of these projects will immensely improve social and economic integration between and among our people. The cross-border trade between and among our people can only grow and prosper if the ports of Dar es Salaam, Mtwara, and Lake ports are efficient. And here, allow me to inform that we will soon embark on the revamp of the Dar es Salaam port to a world-class port with top-notch machineries and technology. And I wish to assure the Malawi business community that delays, mishandling, and other inefficiencies will be a thing in the past. We welcome you to continue using the Dar es Salaam port as your port of choice. On another side, we are aware that there are still some challenges at our respective borders, which have on various occasions halted trade. In this regard, we instructed our trade ministers and the other sectors related to trade and investment to find a platform immediately to resolve those hitches and discuss on how to boost trade cooperation between our two countries. On Kiswahili, my brother said it well, and I thank you for the decision you have taken. Tanzania is ready to give all what is required to make Kiswahili being taught in Malawi schools. We are ready for that. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the media fraternity, we witnessed the signing of one memorandum of understanding on ICT, which is expected to strengthen cooperation and collaboration in this sector. we have instructed our ministers responsible for ICT to meet with their technical teams in order to put in place strategies for the implementation of what we have signed today.
Yes.
I can confidently conclude that I'm satisfied with the excellent relations that exist between our two countries. I'll do all that is within my power to ensure immediate and effective implementation of the areas we agreed upon. I'm glad that I found the same spirit, same spirit and passion from my brother, President Chakwera. I take this opportunity to cordially, after finding that spirit and passion, I'm sure we're going to work very, very closely. So as I said, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, that visits build cooperation. So I take this opportunity to cordially invite you again to visit your beautiful home, Tanzania.
All right.
Yeah. My brother, I thank you once again for inviting me and giving me an honor to address the people of Malawi on the Independence Day. What an honor. It is an honor and a memory that will forever be remembered. Thank you for the generous gesture of conferring me a resident status of the city of Lilongwe. And please, while I'm concluding my last speech to Malawians, convey my best regards to my fellow Lilongweans.
Yeah,
Lilongweans. And tell them tiza onananso. Asante sana, zikomo. Thank you for your kind attention.